What is up, everybody? We're back again with another edition of the Steeler Nation podcast. Today we're joined live by Mike Hilton. How you doing today, Mike?
What's going on, fellas? I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great. It's awesome to hear, man. It's been a while. We had you on the show back in the preseason, week 1 after the Giants game. You know, you had a big game, had 7 tackles, got the sack and the fumble recovery. And, you know, you're opening a lot of eyes. So, you know, what's like attributed to your success so far as you've been on the field a lot?
Man, just confidence. Confidence in this team. You know, having the coach's confidence to put me out there and make plays, and just confidence in my ability. You know, I know I'm not the biggest guy, so I gotta have that little extra edge about me, and I've been showing that.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, you've been on the field so much this season. How have you transitioned to starting into that slot corner role?
It was a smooth transition. You know, learning under William Gay, who's been around 11, 12 years. You know, you can't beat a guy like that. You know, I've been picking his brain. He's been teaching me a lot of things. So just picking his brain and then going out and doing what my instincts tell me to do, it's been working well.
It's been a crazy ride for you. We saw you were a Foot Locker applicant in 2016, now on the 2017 Steelers roster. What does this opportunity mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. You know, it's been my dream since I was a kid to play football. It was a rough path starting out, you know, getting cut. I wasn't used to it or anything, but, you know, it was a struggle, and it opened my eyes and showed me it's a business, but you got to be prepared, and I've been prepared.
Explain that Foot Locker story. I want to hear a lot about it. I've heard a little bit about it, but that's crazy.
You know, from week 2 to week 12, I was at home, you know, just working out. Hopefully a team would call, so I say maybe around week 10, I called Foot Locker, like, you know, y'all looking for somebody to hire. You know, I went up, filled out an application, met with the guy, interviewed, and as soon as I got here and worked out for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as soon as I made the team, they called me like, hey, you got a job. I said, well, I got to pass on it. You know, I got a better opportunity, and here I am.
Yeah, right. And what's been the difference of being a part of the Steelers? I know you've been a part. You've been with the Patriots a little bit of time, Jacksonville a little bit. What's been the difference being with Pittsburgh?
Just the team chemistry. You know, the winning vibe around here. You know, we got a lot of guys that's been to different teams also, and they say the same thing. This just has that tradition and that winning culture. And, you know, everybody wants to play with Coach Tomlin and with Big Ben, those type of guys, and it was a perfect fit for me.
What are your thoughts on Big Ben? You think he's going to retire this year? Or are you gonna...
I mean, it's hard to tell. You know, I hope not. I hope Ben give us another maybe 3 at most. But, you know, we're going to do what we can this year to try to get him one.
You know, it's crazy sometimes how, you know, the media portrays things. Obviously, you had that game against Jacksonville. Obviously, bounced back. And, you know, he's been a second-half guy most of his career.
Right.
So, obviously, he's going to start getting it going eventually. Obviously, the offense started to get it going last game.
Yep.
But I think the defensive side's been great, so I think eventually, you know, the offense is going to, you know, start going. You got Le'Veon Bell, you got Martavis Bryant, Antonio Brown. It's going to start clicking, and you guys are definitely a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, we know what those guys are capable of. You know, as a defense, we're going to go out and do our job. We want to get them extra possessions. We want to get them a chance to go downfield and make big plays for us. We know what they can do, so we feel like as a defense, if we keep doing what we're doing, those opportunities are going to come.
And you guys are coming off a huge win against the Chiefs, 19-13, and going into Arrowhead too. So, what was the game plan going into that after, you know, a tough loss at home against Jacksonville?
Just play physical. We didn't tackle well against Jacksonville in the show, and we knew the type of playmakers Kansas City had. You know, you miss one tackle, those guys could take a 60. So we just, you know, we focused on tackling a lot more and being able to communicate a lot better, especially in that type of environment.
Yeah, and you played a really good game. You had, you know, a couple tackles for loss, saw those, and one off Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and ultimately you stopped the touchdown. You brought a lot of pressure. There was one, you know, miscommunication. Obviously, there was no man in the end zone. You got a lot of pressure on Alex Smith. You stopped that. How'd you feel, you know, playing during that game?
I feel like I did my job. You know, I made the plays when they came my way. Defensively as a whole, we played a lot better. You know, we stopped the run, which was the #1 goal. You know, that's how they get their offense started. And we knew we cut down the big plays, keeping Hill and Kelce out of the game plan as much as we can. We feel like that would give us a chance to win, and we did that.
Definitely. And how's the ride been so far with these guys? I know it's been a little bit up and down. It's on the positive note now.
Yeah.
First place in the AFC North. How's the ride been with these guys? How have you felt you played so far?
It's been fun, man. I've been enjoying it. You know, seeing where I was last year and seeing where I am now, you know, it's a big jump. I'm excited for the rest of the season, and, you know, I feel like we keep playing the way we can play, you know, we can make a deep run.
Definitely. Defense looks good now. I mean, pretty much, you know, the only thing people were, you know, getting out was because there was a couple, you know, the run game a little bit with Leonard Fournette and stuff, and there was a couple ones before that too. But, I mean, the pass defense has been insane because, you know, the past few years, that's been, you know, the struggle. So you got Will Gay, Artie Burns, Joe Hayden. So it's number one in the NFL right now. You know, how have you guys done that?
We just got the pieces, you know, the piece of the fit. You know, we got 2 good corners that can go and just lock down on the outside. You know, we got good safeties that are physical and rangy guys, and me and Will can get in the slot, some technique or physical guys that will come up and tackle. So we just started to find the right pieces and put it all together.
You know, like you said earlier about Will Gay, how he's really helped you out. You know, how important has he been to you, though? I know we saw him breaking down film after that long D'Anthony Thomas touchdown with all the DB. So how much has he really helped all you guys just hauling up?
He's another coach on the field. You know, he's always communicating. When we come up on the sideline, he's one of the first ones with the iPad showing us what went wrong on a certain play. He just had that coach mentality. He's smart, so he has that veteran presence, and everybody around him is going to listen and take what he has to say.
Definitely. I mean, he's always dancing around too. You know, in the past he's got a lot of pick sixes, a lot of touchdowns. So he's definitely been a force in the past. So it's definitely good to have him around, especially to, you know, get young guys like you. And even Joe Hayden, you call him a veteran, but he's only 27, right? Something like that. So he's still a young guy.
He's still a young guy, and we know he has a lot of football left. We feel good about where we're at. You know, we just got to keep working and keep preparing like we've been doing these last couple games, and, you know, we could do something special.
How do you feel being on, like, the field with Artie Burns and Joe Hayden together? Think that's a really good fit?
I do. I feel comfortable. I'm not worried about anything on the outside. You know, I feel good about those guys. One's a savvy veteran. One is one of the upcoming young cornerbacks in the NFL. So, you know, with those guys, I feel like they'll go out and do their job.
You definitely like to hit. I know they bring a lot of, you know, pressure with you. So I mean, you're not a huge guy, but you like to hit and you play like a big guy.
It's just my mentality, man. I've always been the smallest on the field, so I expect teams to, you know, run my way and throw my way. And I've been showing that it's not going to be easy if you come my way. And I just got to keep that mentality up, and I've been doing that.
As we talked about, a guy like Joe Hayden, obviously when we talked before, he wasn't around. He came around there in the last preseason game. How has it been working like him? I know he's, a 2 or 3 time Pro Bowler. He's a great guy. Obviously, injuries plagued his career a little bit, but he's still young. He's playing really well this year. How has it been to, you know, work with a guy like him?
Oh, he's one of the best, man. He's always down to listen. He's asked me for pointers about certain things, and of course I go to him. He's willing to learn. You know, he knows what he has to do to help this team win, and he's been doing that.
A couple weeks back, you know, we'll pull back a little bit. You guys had a big win against Baltimore. That was, you know, in Baltimore, which they hadn't done in a while since Ben hadn't done it in 7 years. Charlie Batch was the last one he'd done it. So so you guys, you know, a big win there. It was your first game, a part of that rivalry. How did it really feel to you?
It was exciting, man. The whole week, the coaches and the veterans just talking about how big this game is, especially going into Baltimore. They knew what was on the line, and we prepared well that week, and it got me excited, and I was able to go make some plays.
Really physical game, you think?
Oh, very physical game. I can see the rivalry brewing from here on.
Definitely. You got another one coming up this weekend, too. Especially the past, you know, few years, there's been, you know, a couple things here and there that have happened, you know, with injuries and stuff to a couple of our guys.
There's been some things between us and Cincinnati, so it's going to be a fun one Sunday. You know, both teams going to come prepared, ready to play. And it's going to be a physical game.
And in that Baltimore game, it had to feel good. You had your first career interception, first career sack. How did that all feel to you?
It felt good, man. Like I said, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm able to show them on that big type of level on the stage of an AFC North game. So it was fun, man. It was exciting now, and hopefully more will come.
Yeah, and the fans, you know, sometimes in Pittsburgh, they can be real up or real down. You've seen the past few weeks, you know, lose and they kind of get annoyed with it, but it's just how fans are in general. How have you got, you know, playing in front of Steeler Nation, all Steeler Nation, great fans, though, how like you love doing that? Like, is it a great thing to do? Like,
they're the best fans in the league, man. Of course fans are going to have their ups and downs, but we know they're going to ride with us to the end. You know, we enjoy the energy they bring to the stadiums on Sundays, and we just love playing in front of them.
What's the game plan for Cincinnati?
Just go out and be physical and win, man. You know, that's the thing on our mind. Just play off the energy we had coming from Kansas City. We know what we're capable of. You know, it's gonna be a physical, fun game. We just gotta make sure we're mentally and physically ready.
Definitely, like you said about Kansas City, that's got to be. I mean, there was a record crowd there, and they're the loudest in the NFL. So that's got to be a tough place to play. You know, I heard after the game, some of the players like Le'Veon Bell are saying, "I love it here."
Yeah.
Obviously, it's your first time playing there, but or I don't know if you played in the preseason there.
No,
ever.
I haven't.
Yeah, so your first time there, but. I mean, how was it playing it for, like, was it tough? Like, I know a lot of you guys love it, though.
It was fun, man. I can see why they say it's the best stadium in the league. You know, they brought a lot of energy. It felt like a college atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that college energy that's always there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just a fun stadium to play in.
Definitely, and, you know, just like I said before, the defense, like I said, has been great. And people said in the beginning of the year, as long as this team can stay in the middle of the pack, even like if they can stay top 15,
Right.
the offense is dominant. So it has a chance to be a Super Bowl team. Obviously, the offense hasn't been up to standards. It's gonna get there eventually.
Yeah.
We all know, with deadly weapons on the offense. What's been the key to you guys to success, like on defense? You're number 3 in football right now.
Oh, we just fly around and be physical, man. We know we got a lot of guys that can make plays, and one thing that stands out with this defense, we trust each other. You know, we know that guy's going to be there to make that play if we're not there. So we trust each other. We fly to the football. We're physical. We tackle well. That's the ingredients to a good defense, and we've shown that.
What's been the most fun part of being a Steeler, though?
The most fun part is really playing on Sundays, man. I enjoy it. You know, I'm not the only one that's going to say that. It's a dream come true, man, and hopefully there's more to come.
Yeah, and a couple questions, about the locker room. Who's the funniest guy there? I would always want to know, because you got some comical guys in there.
The funniest guy I'll probably say is Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward?
He's a big kid. You know, for him to be so big, he's always smiling and joking around with guys. So if I say Cam.
Cam, yeah, he seems like definitely one of those guys.
Yeah.
And another thing I really wanted to ask, I wanted to get this to you. All right, so we all know Le'Veon Bell, he's Juice, right? He's juicy. Him and Bell Dupree went back and forth in the beginning. Is Juice the best rapper in there? Is there somebody else that's better?
I might have to go ahead and give it to Juice, man. Juice, he has some lyrics when he takes some time to write stuff down, man. We have fun in there. We have a lot of fun there. It's just fun vibe being around those guys.
Mm-hmm. And really about the locker room. Nothing with Martavis Bryant going on. I can't believe the media puts this out there like that.
Nah, man. I don't know what's going on with that situation. We want Martavis here. We know he wants to be here. I don't know where they got it from, but hopefully it won't draw no attention to the locker room and to this team.
Nah, he's a huge part. He's a huge part of the team.
Exactly.
Even if he ever wanted to trade, I could never even see them like you guys even trading him.
Right.
Like if you want to win the Super Bowl, he's definitely gonna help.
He's a key piece.
Hasn't done numbers that he expects, but I mean he's gonna get it. Time's gonna come. AB obviously a stud, but it's just him, Juju, just everything's just been clicking. A lot of weapons there, and then on the defense, the linebackers, they're crazy too. So I mean, everything's pretty much stacked up. You're going to the Super Bowl this year, man.
Yeah, like I said, we know what we're capable of. We know we got the guys and the leaders to lead this team into a deep playoff run. We just got to keep rolling, man. We got to stay on top of our A game and play every Sunday like it's the last game.
Now, getting back to that Chiefs game, what was going through your mind on that screenplay where you tackled Travis Kelce for a loss?
It was just something I've seen on film. That was one of their main go-to packages. Kelsey took a lot of screens, 50, 60 yards for touchdowns. And when I saw it, I just made a play on it, and somehow I was able to get the big guy down.
And it was awesome too. I've seen that, obviously Pittsburgh, they've had the number over Kansas City the past few years.
Yeah.
They obviously went to Arrowhead in the playoffs last year. Hopefully this case, we're at home this year. Who knows? I mean, hopefully that's the case. But
That's the plan, man. It's still a long season. We still got a lot of things to work on offensively, defensively, and special teams. But we know what we can do.
You guys were definitely the first team to shut Kansas City down this year. Because, Alex Smith in the past, people have said that, he just checks the ball down, but he's been throwing the ball down the field. He's been good this year. He's been playing with like an attitude where he just wants to win the game. He's no longer thinking about I'm this, I'm that. Obviously they drafted the quarterback this year, so I'm sure that had something to do with it too. But I mean, you shut them down. So nobody else has done it. They've been putting up 30s, 40s. What was the key to that?
stopping the run, number one. You know, they have the number one or
Mhm.
leading rusher in the NFL, so we knew if we put the game in Alex Smith's hand, you know, we felt good about our chances. You know, we were able to get a lot of pressure, get a lot of sacks on them. We just made a lot of plays as a defense.
You're all set?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. We really appreciate you coming down. I mean, it's not that big, but we really appreciate it, man. And thanks again. Good luck this season. Good luck in Cincinnati. Good luck the rest of the season. And thanks again for joining the Steeler Nation podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No problem, man.